Hey guys, here we are at Module 6, Lesson 3, Identify and Plot Points Using Ordered Pairs. Alright, so we're using some of our new vocabulary. Points, right? Points in space, identified by a dot like that and a letter. Plot means to mark them, to put them, and identify means to notice them, right? So today we're going to start like actually putting some plots. And we're going to be using ordered pairs, and I hope you remember that an ordered pair is two numbers, an X and a Y, so like 8 across and 9 up and down, ordered pair. Oh, right. We're going to start with a graph, and here's our graph on some graph paper. And what is similar about the locations of point B and D? All right, so let's look at point B and let's look at point D. What is similar about their locations? Do you see that they're both at the y-axis of 6? And I didn't write a y up there and an x over here. So they are, B would be 4, 6, and D would be 7, 6. Across 4 and up 6, across 7 and up 6. Do you see that? Okay. They're on the same horizontal line. Remember the word horizontal, going across, like the horizon, where you might see the sun rise or the sun set on the horizon. It's like the sun is behind me. And they have the same y coordinate, but different x coordinates, right? All right. What is the same about the coordinates of points B and C? And what is different? So now let's look at B and C. Okay, now we see that they are on the same vertical line. You want to say hi, Bailey? Bailey's over here nudging me. Maybe she wants to say hi. Let's see. Say hi, Bailey. Can't quite get in the camera there. That's her over here. You can hear her scratching a little bit. All right, so B and D, they're on the same vertical line. Vertical, we talked about vert, going straight up and down like maybe a skateboarder is going to jump off a vertical wall, or a basketball player's vertical jump, right? So that means that they have the same X going across 4, and then C is not even going up at all, right? So that would be 0 for C, and then for B, it would be 4 and 6. They're both on the 4, right? Okay, very good. So today we're going to identify, plot, and describe the locations of points on a coordinate plane that has a scale other than 1. So this one has a scale of 1, but we're going to be working on scales other than 1 today. Okay? Let's look at this next graph. All right, and this is in your book. It is called The Grid with Points, so you can find that in your Learn book right now. This is just a copy of it. And you just have a whole bunch of points. So what I need you to do is to use a ruler or a straight edge and put a straight line through point A. Put a straight line through point A and a straight line through point B, so it looks just like mine. All right, very good. So we're going to draw these straight lines. You're going to put arrows at the end. This one is your X and this one is your Y. It helps to label those. Practice over and over and you'll get it. So now that we have our two axes, our X axis and our Y axis, together they make axes, right? And what is that called? It's called a coordinate plane, right? A little bit of vocabulary, but we can practice it and we can learn it, right? A coordinate plane. So what is the X coordinate of A? Oh, I forgot. Did you add your intervals? Did you add your tick marks? And you notice that you need to have a space between each one. Okay, so you're going to have space 1, space 2, right? We're skipping a line in between because we're going to use some half units today, right? And we don't have to estimate those half units because it's right halfway between each. So like here, this tick mark would be 2.5. It's halfway between the 2 and the 3. All right, very good. So what is the x coordinate of point A, and how do you know? The x coordinate of point A, that would be going across is our x, right, along the x-axis. So the x coordinate of A would be 1. And we can fill in our chart while we're at it, right? You have your chart there on the same page. Let's see if I can get it all in the screen for you. Adjust my dock cam a little bit. All right, there we go. I think you can see all of that now. Our x coordinate for A is 1. We're going over by 1. And sorry, I was just double checking that I got it correct. Make sure I'm leading you correctly. All right, very good. And what about the y coordinate for A? If the x coordinate is 1, the y coordinate is 0. Right? Okay, and then the ordered pair is 1, 0. All right, so filling in the chart is helping us practice that as well. How about the x and the y coordinates of point B? So here we have point B, x, how far are we going to the left or the right? 0. And y, how far up? 3. 0, 3. Very good. Excellent. And we can put our 0, 3 here as well, right next to the point, as well as in the chart is fine. Really help you to get clear on that. All right, ordered pair for G is 0, 6. 0, 6. G. We don't even have a G on here yet. All right, we're going to be putting it on here, and it's 0, 6. So I know that it has an x coordinate of 0. So I know it's going to be right here on top of my y-axis, right? Because it's 0 and then 6. So it's going to sit right here. And I'm going to add a G to my list here, 0, 6. 0, 6. And put a 0, 6 here, right? The more you practice, the better you get at it. Okay. What if I wanted to put one on my x-axis? I have my A. What if I wanted to put another one on here? What would my first coordinate be? It would be any of my numbers, right? Just like how A is 1, and then my x would be 0 because I'm not going up at all. And then if I want to have something on my y-axis, my first number would be 0 because I'm not moving to the left or the right at all. And my second number would be however up and down I'm going, just like G, 0, 6. Okay? Hopefully you're getting clear on that. That's great. And we already talked about our interval length is 1/2 unit because I can make something as small as a half unit. So that's my interval length. Remember we talked about the word interval, the space between the smallest. It doesn't have to be the tick marks if it's something that I can actually measure, right? Okay. And the interval length of the y-axis is also 1/2. I think we're always going to see them be the same, right? Okay, so what is the x coordinate of C? C, you can see, is 2, right? And how about the y coordinate? 1.5. 2, 1.5. So let's put 2, 1.5, 2, 1.5. Always in the same order. Okay, very good. And the ordered pair is 2, 1.5. All right. Let's go ahead and finish E and F. 2, 5. 2 across, 5 up. 2, 5. F. 5, 4. And we almost forgot D. 3.5. 2.5. 3.5 across, 2.5 up. 3.5, 2.5. Okay, if you didn't get all that filled in, go ahead and pause me. Might be good to take a screenshot. Got some vocabulary words on there you can study, including horizontal and vertical as well. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for your hard work. Aloha.